The future for agribusiness and agriculture, I think, is well known for most people in the industry and outside of the space. It's a focus on addressing climate change and sustainable farming practices with an increase in climatic conditions that are unpredictable, as well as an increase in our global population. Food security is the buzzword. And obviously, the increase in input costs makes it quite a treacherous environment for many of those in the space trying to produce and meet these demands. Societal pressure, is a big one also, as well as the EU Green Deal and implications for our market, in supplying the European Union, particularly with agricultural produce and agri products from our space. So sustainable farming is going to be an important one. It's a buzzword already and one supported strongly in our region. And for many reasons also, it looks at stabilizing the food supply. So ensuring that not, one or two key players in this industry supports this agricultural industry, but there are far more local players and they're supported. It's protecting and conserving our water resources. So focus on strong irrigation systems and smart solutions where water conservation is concerned, and protecting our natural resources, saving energy so we can lower green emission and carbon emission in our space, but also nourishing soil and including a diversity of plants that get produced, and basically diversity in production, both animal production and plant production, so away from industrial focus and yes, economies of scale, but a more inclusive approach that sustains our environment and it creates longevity in the long run. So that's really a strong focus in terms of agriculture and agribusiness in our space. But in terms of buying trends and the products that are really making quite a bit of noise at the space, I'd easily think of, low alcoholic drinks. And we're known for our wines, but many of our producers are very much aware of the fact that they need to consider this growing market. Our pandemic produced many, many important points and trends, the focus on health. So low alcoholic beverages is going to be a huge trend, and many of us are wine suppliers and producers are fully aware of low sugar, low alcohol. That's key going forward. Alternative proteins and plant-based meat is a huge trend also. As much as convenience was the buzzword for the last 50 years, in the next 50 years and more, people are going to be focusing on these alternatives. But consumers are far more aware of the information available, and as much as consumers are wanting to understand the process involved, I think there's a fair amount of education that needs to take place in this regard. Africa is catching up with the rest of the globe in terms of regulation, but I definitely believe that this industry is going to be growing and is going to be supported knowing the trend globally. Also, kind of consumers are interested in getting functional benefits from food. I think there's a sway away from supplements and taking a range of tablets, but understanding just which nutrients are needed in food, which nutrients are needed for individuals. Consumers are far more, informed and knowledgeable of what they need, and they want the scientific backing too in understanding not only how products are processed, but what the scientific backing is for those functional benefits in food. I think those are the key trends, I believe, within an agribusiness and agricultural space where products and drinks are concerned.